crowdsourcing. Can you talk about that?
Crowdsourcing is a new industry term for taking a bunch of smart people. I can move that.
There you go. Perfect. Crowdsourcing.
Crowdsourcing is the ability to take individual contributors and putting them together to address issues that are bigger than an individual contributor can address. MirGroup has done successful solution offerings for crowdsourcing for companies. For example, you may have one person who is good at finance, one person who is good at technology, one person good at operations. Individually, they cannot address an RFP by a major corporation. But if they get together, they can address the specific needs of a large organization.
What is the Mir University?
MirGroup University, yeah. MirGroup University is a innovative concept by one of our members. What we felt was that there is so much talent available in the open market that individuals looking for a job can use MirGroup University platform to teach others. And in the process of teaching, they get the bragging rights that they are domain experts in that material. What also happens is that the people that attend the class learn from them. So it's a win-win situation. Now I'll give you an example. The way MirGroup University got started, there was an individual who had an interview with a corporation, went through first interview, second interview, third interview, fourth interview, knocked their socks off. Final confirmation interview, he was sitting with the VP of the corporation and he blew it. And he blew it, and I just happened to talk to him that day, and he said, Atif, I did a great job at the interviews. I don't know why they rejected me. They said I matched their organization, I matched their culture, but they said I wasn't technical enough when I talked to the vice president. And his complaint was he was talking to the vice president, so he didn't think he had to be technical. So I offered him that he should write back an email to the gentleman, to the recruiter, and suggest that, and offer the opinion that he respects their decision. However, he is technical enough that he can teach a class on the technology that is involved. It was just so happened that he was talking to a vice president and he didn't feel like going into the technology part. And then this guy turned around and actually taught a class on MirGroup University platform. That was the very first class that happened. And the advantage of that class was that he turned around and was able to, without lying, say he knew the technology, he knew this level of detail of technology enough that he taught a class and there were students in his class. So that was the inception of the MirGroup University platform. What has happened since then is we have a whole bunch of unemployed people out in the market that are now looking for ways to stand competitively against others and looking for a job. The way they do that is they teach a class on their area of expertise to other folks that want to learn, may that be unemployed, underemployed, students coming out of school, whatever, or folks that are in the industry today. These folks that are unemployed have that skill. They can teach that skill to others. And as they teach that skill, they get the bragging rights that they are domain experts. And when a recruiter interviews them and looks at their resume, resume of person A who has taught a class and resume of number B who all they have done is look for a job, you can see where competitively it would be better for you to have that bragging right that you are a domain expert. Not only that, you also get known as a domain expert among your peers. Because people come to your class and learn about it, they now know you as the person to go to if they have specific questions. We have this gentleman who knows about call centers. He did a class about call centers. Now, if there's a question about call centers, people know who to ask because they've been to his class. Now, this is just his peers. On top of it, now he has the bragging rights that he can put on his resume as the domain expert in call centers. So now when he goes for a job as a candidate in front of a recruiter or a hiring manager, he has done more than just look for jobs. So that's the base value that MirGroup University provides.
Can you talk about crawl, walk, run philosophy of MirGroup?
So, MirGroup has a methodology on how to engage you, and that is crawl, walk, march. The reason it is crawl, walk, march is because MirGroup allows you to define how you want to engage with MirGroup. I have too many people that come to me and ask me for how can I help. I turn it around and ask, well, what do you want to do? And what do you want to do is based on what type of jobs you're looking for, or where do you want to take your career. If you want to take your career from one industry to industry, and I'll give you an example. I had a lady who was a technology expert in technical analyst for creating semiconductors, chips, microchips. She wanted to go from microchip manufacturing into renewable energy. It's a big jump to go from microchip manufacturing to renewable energy. So I offered her, well, why don't you become part of MirGroup and become the research analyst for renewable energy? Go find out what TARP money is being spent. Go find out what T. Boone Pickens is doing and write it down. Just write a white paper. And in return for writing that white paper, you will be the research analyst on your resume. And you can go give that to any recruiter. And I will be a reference that, yes, you did that research. So that is what I consider the crawl part of the methodology. You crawl in the direction that you want to go. Maybe you want to show your expertise and just put that on your resume, and that's all you want. And you don't want to go beyond crawl. That's fine. Next level up is walk. Walk is where you actually create a service offering based on your expertise. For example, we have a gentleman who is great at security. So IT security service offering is something he's building. Now he may not ever sell that security service to anybody. Okay, that may happen. But he's already gotten his resume, the white space in his resume filled with his activities with MirGroup. He's taking that relationship up to walk now, where he's creating a service offering, and he has every right to brag that not only he has taught classes about security, now he's actually has a service offering that he has built from scratch. That is a major accomplishment when you're working in a consulting field. So now that he's taking it that level, next level up for him is actually putting that together as part of a much bigger service offering. May that be outsourcing, managed services, or something else that he can tie in with somebody else, maybe the gentleman from call centers, and tie it together, and it would be IT security service offerings for call centers, and together you can go to market. Now, he would not have been able to do that alone, because who just wants security service offering if you're running a call center? But when you combine the two, you become very attractive to somebody who runs a call center and has IT security issues. When they see you as a team coming in and they're just looking at resumes and services from somebody else, you stand up. So the whole intent of MirGroup, of crawl, walk, march, is to define how much you want out of your own career. You define your role, your job, your accomplishments. You deliver to them for your own sake. And what MirGroup gets out of it is, whatever you deliver to MirGroup, we hand it to the next person, and they can now take it to the next level. So it essentially is kind of a courier services. You make a package of a service offering, you hand it to the next person that comes. Maybe you go find a job, and we will help you find a job too. Maybe you take it to the next level and create the walk, and you do the walk, and then you're happy enough with it, being your own boss, building your own services, that you take it to a march where you are putting together a team to go address something that's much bigger than you.
Wonderful.
Can you tell me any success story of MirGroup?
Man, I gave you like 10 items you can ask me right off the website. You're killing me. What can you do for recruiters? What can you do for college graduates?
All right. What does MirGroup cost me?
MirGroup has zero cost to you. There is absolutely zero cost to you. The way MirGroup makes money is that if we ever do a project and you need any services, you can use MirGroup or you can use anybody else. And those services include payroll, insurance, basic platform for communications, infrastructure, ability to consolidate resources into one place and addressing requests from customers, you can do it on your own and we will help you get there. Or we can provide you that base services. The reason we can afford to do that is twofold. One, the technology is very cheap. I can provide, as part of MirGroup platform, the same services that 20 years ago were the domain of large companies. Let me repeat that. I can provide today what 20 years ago only global companies could provide their customers, which is global emails, collaboration, security, a basic platform and methodology. So the technology innovations has dropped the hurdles that it takes to put people together. Before, only very high costs were involved in putting that infrastructure together. Today I can do it at a fraction of that cost.
What's MirGroup's slogan, motto? What's your motto?
Don't have one. What's our motto? Make one up.
For the people.
Yeah. Socially conscious professional services.
Say that again. MirGroup is.
Socially conscious
Say
professional.
MirGroup is.
MirGroup is socially conscious professional services at a global scale.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you.
done.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Oh man, I'm not good.
On the fly.